Dealing with aching knees after hours of kneeling on concrete, tile, or rough surfaces. I've identified the 5 best knee pads for work that actually protect your knees and keep you comfortable all day. Our rigorous testing process, which includes months of real-world use on construction sites and durability trials, has revealed exactly what separates professional-grade work knee pads from cheap alternatives that fail within weeks. Each one has specific features that could be perfect for your trade, so make sure to watch the complete list. You'll find all the links with the best updated prices in the description. Here we go. Starting off, we have the NoCry construction knee pads, and what caught my attention was the ankle support feature. Most knee pads ignore your ankles completely, but these have this lower lip design that actually raises your ankle and keeps everything stable. If you've ever felt that strain after hours of kneeling, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The comfort level here comes from a dual layer system. They combine gel cushioning with high density foam so you get that soft feel without bottoming out on hard surfaces. During testing, I noticed the pressure distribution was really even across my knee, which makes a huge difference when you're working all day. What's even better is the grip on these. The outer cap is made from this textured thermoplastic rubber that doesn't slide around. You can kneel on tile, concrete, wood, and they stay put. Additionally, they've reinforced everything with nylon threads and added breathable mesh panels. Your knees stay protected, but you're not overheating. The fit system uses military-grade rivets with elastic straps and slip buckles. I know you're wondering if they'll dig into your legs, but the elastic gives enough flexibility to stay comfortable while keeping them secure. They're easy to adjust on the fly too. What really convinced me was the lifetime warranty that tells you they're confident these will hold up to serious use. My favorite part is the ankle support combined with that anti-slip cap. However, keep in mind that all this padding does make them a bit bulkier than basic foam pads. If you're working in extremely tight spaces, that's worth considering. Link is in the description. Next up, we have the WorkPro knee pads gel foam. And what really stood out here is the balance between protection and everyday usability. These use a soft gel core wrapped in durable EVA foam padding, which gives you that cushioning without feeling like you're kneeling on a pillow that's going to compress out after a few hours. The construction quality really shows in the details. They've used heavyweight nylon thread for the stitching, and the outer layer is made from 600 denier polyester mesh. That mesh isn't just for show. It actually keeps air moving, so your knees aren't swimming in sweat by lunchtime. The shell itself is made from this soft TPR material that handles cuts and scrapes without being rigid like some of the thicker options we've seen. What I really appreciated during testing was the double strap system. It uses adjustable top-fit clips that let you dial in the exact tightness you need. They're quick to put on and take off, which matters when you're moving between tasks. The straps distribute pressure evenly, so you're not dealing with that digging sensation after wearing them all day. These work well across different jobs: gardening, carpentry, welding, roofing, general cleaning, basically anything where you're spending time on your knees. What really convinced me was how practical they are for someone who needs reliable protection without overthinking it. My favorite part is that lightweight feel combined with solid cushioning. However, keep in mind that if you're working in extremely harsh conditions with heavy impacts, you might want something with a thicker shell. These excel at everyday comfort and versatility, rather than maximum heavy-duty protection. Link is in the description. At number 3, we have the Klein Tools Hinged Gel Knee Pads, and what really stands out here is the hinged thigh strap design. Most knee pads just use a straight strap that can dig into the back of your leg, but this hinge actually moves with you. It keeps the pad secure without cutting off circulation or creating that uncomfortable pressure point after a couple hours. The cushioning system combines gel and foam in a padded pocket that distributes pressure really evenly. During testing, I noticed my knees didn't get that sore feeling you usually get from long sessions on concrete. The large surface area gives you solid stability when you're kneeling, which matters when you're working on uneven ground or need to balance while reaching. What I appreciated was how the rounded edges let you shift side to side without catching. You're not stuck in one position, and moving around feels natural. The fastening system uses both a quick release buckle and hook and loop straps, so you can dial in the exact fit and get them on or off fast between tasks. The construction quality is where these really separate themselves from lighter options we've seen. They use hard plastic shells with metal rivets at the stress points and heavy-duty stitching throughout. These are built for serious job site use, not just occasional projects. What really convinced me was that combination of mobility from the hinged design and the durability of the materials. My favorite part is how they stay put without feeling restrictive. However, keep in mind that the hard shell construction makes them a bit more rigid than soft pad designs, so they're geared toward heavy-duty work rather than light tasks. Link is in the description. Next up, we have the McGuire-Nicholas Gel Lite Pro knee pads, and what stood out here is the versatility. These are designed for people who need knee protection across different tasks, whether you're laying flooring, working in the garden, or doing general construction work. The comfort comes from the gel padding system. Unlike some of the heavier options we've looked at, this gel layer conforms to your knee and distributes pressure without adding a lot of of bulk. During testing, I found them noticeably lighter than the hard shell designs, which makes moving between tasks feel more natural. The construction uses tough nylon as the outer material, so they handle abrasion well without being as rigid as the previous models we covered. What I appreciated was the adjustable strap system that lets you dial in your fit. They stay secure without that digging sensation, and you can wear them either over or under your work pants, which adds flexibility depending on what you're doing. What's interesting is how these perform across different environments. They work well for flooring installation, where you're constantly shifting positions, and they're equally useful for yard work or lighter construction tasks. The gel padding gives you more protection than a basic knee sleeve, but you're not dealing with the bulk of a full hard cap design. One thing worth noting is the balance they strike. You get solid cushioning and decent durability, but they're clearly built for everyday work rather than the most extreme conditions. If you're spending hours on concrete daily in a heavy-duty trade, you might lean towards something more robust. But for versatile use across multiple tasks, these hit a practical middle ground. What really convinced me was how adaptable they are. My favorite part is that lightweight feel without sacrificing comfort. However, keep in mind these are positioned as a lighter-duty option compared to the heavier professional models, so they're best for varied work rather than constant, intense kneeling. Link is in the description. Before we reveal our number one, be sure to check out the description below for the freshest deals on each of these items. And finally, number one, we have the NoCry Professional Gel Heavy-Duty Knee Pads. And what really sets these apart is how they balance everything we've been looking for. You get that high-density Avafoam combined with a thick gel cushion, which means serious comfort without the padding compressing out after a few weeks of heavy use. What caught my attention was the breathable polyester mesh throughout the design. Unlike some of the other models that trap heat, these actually keep air moving. If you're working through a full day, especially in warmer conditions, that makes a noticeable difference. Your knees stay protected without that sweaty, uncomfortable feeling. The security here comes from reinforced elastic straps paired with military-grade rivets. That combination keeps everything locked in place without cutting into your legs. They use this crisscross design at the back that distributes pressure evenly, so you're not dealing with strap dig after a couple hours. What I appreciated during testing was how the heavy-duty cap protects without adding unnecessary bulk. You're getting solid defense against impacts and rough surfaces, but the overall design stays lightweight enough that you're not fighting the pads when you move. They also include a hang loop, which is a small touch that actually matters for keeping them organized. The lifetime warranty is what really separates this from lighter options we covered earlier. That tells you the build quality is there for long-term professional use, not just occasional projects. What really convinced me was that complete package of comfort, protection, and durability, all in one design. My favorite part is how they handle extended wear without compromising on any front. However, keep in mind, the crisscross strap system takes a moment to dial in your perfect fit initially. Link is in the description. Now you know exactly which knee pads will give you the protection and comfort you need on the job, without risking your long-term knee health on inadequate gear. All the links with updated prices and complete specifications are in the description. Check them out, because prices on these professional-grade models change regularly.